What's going on, guys? Joey Franzo here with Flex Training Systems, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about um, kind of not making so much of a knee-jerk reaction whenever you have a lackluster training cycle or meet performance. And I'm actually going to use one of my lifters as an example. Okay, so this lifter in particular, it competes in the 74 kilogram class. He trains around 170. His first meet with me, he did pretty good. We hit PRs on everything. A very solid meet. And in preparation for his next meet, we did a mock meet before the meet, and he did great, like really, really good. And the goal was just to kind of hit those numbers on the platform. And from what I saw, it could have been the weight cut, could have been a lot of other things, his work circumstances, whatever. Could have even been the timing. There could be so many different things. I don't think it was that, but I always got to look at what I'm doing and make sure that I'm on point before I look at anything else. I felt bad for him, honestly. Whenever anybody doesn't do good, or maybe they did well, but they didn't hit exactly what they wanted. It's a huge red flag for me. It's very rare that it happens, but whenever this does happen, I take a look at everything, and I kind of just try to pinpoint exactly what went wrong. Sometimes it's 100% out of my control, nothing I can do. Or maybe here, let's use this as an example. Let's say it's my first meet with them, and I don't know anything about them, so I use an approach that I think might work, and they do okay, but not as good as I think they can do. Instead of completely overhauling everything, changing everything completely, a lot of the times all you need to do is make a tiny tweak, or you could even potentially do the same thing, just have different, less stress or different mindset going into the competition. So what I did for this particular lifter was I didn't change much. I did the same thing. I just, verified that the spacing between days and everything was good, and recovery was good, and looked at his training videos throughout his prep, and just made sure that we were moving in the right direction. He wasn't too beat up, but we still wanted to keep some fatigue in there, and just let it roll, and told him not to worry about his weight too much. He kept it around 170-ish. As we got closer to the meet, he got down to about one. Not till we really started paying attention to his food, and he started water loading and stuff like that. I got down to about, I want to say 167-ish. And then once we pulled the water and sodium away, he made weight no problem. He ended up absolutely destroying this meet. So remember, first meet was okay, second meet not so good, third meet absolutely crushed it. I'm talking 80, almost 80 Wilks points on his total. He finally broke the 400 Wilks barrier, which is huge. And just thinking about his performance and what he did, this guy is the type of guy that comes to me. It's not him in particular, but in terms of where he's at, strength wise, he's 5'10", 170 pounds. That's not a big guy. His numbers somewhere around 1,000-pound total ish. When he started with me, maybe closer to 1,100. I want to say it was in the thousands, but that's not that strong. And his Wilks was not very good. It was low threes. So for him, and he's the type of guy that just keeps working. He doesn't pay attention to other people. He just does what he can, takes care of himself, and worries about his own stuff. And to see him finally achieve that 400 plus Wilks, to me that means a lot. And it shows that just because you're not where you want to be right now doesn't mean you can't be there. Same thing with my guys that started in the low fours that are now over 500, or started just under a 500 Wilks, and now they're into the mid fives. Those. It's not about necessarily how strong you are when you start. It's progress. I don't care. I was just telling my buddy Steve Gentili, fellow Italiano. You guys might know him. He's on Instagram as PT Fitness 500 or something like that. I think it's PT 500. Anyway, he benches a shit ton. When I met him, he could bench almost 5.5 plates, so 545. And literally yesterday, he hit 455 for 11 reps. Or was it 12 reps? Either way, that's absurd strength. And I told him, when I met you, man, you were not even close to this. Not even close to this. This was like 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But, you know, for him to make that much progress, he was already a strong motherfucker, but now he's like it's just insane. So for people to, you know, whether you're strong and you got super strong, or you're not strong and you got decent, it's all about getting better, taking one step forward, and trying to beat your last performance, even if it's in one aspect. Sometimes you might need 2-3 meets, maybe even more than that, to you know, maybe you get a little bit better with your weight cut one meet. Maybe you get a little bit better with attempt selection another meet. Maybe you get a little bit better with timing things. Maybe you get a little bit better with, you know, nerves. All these things are going to add up, and eventually you're going to have what I call the super meet. Something I would like to leave my lifters with, or just, you know, give to them, is something that I've achieved for myself. Granted, I would say that I'm a fast learner, in that I can do a lot of different things, and I will learn the ins and out of whatever it is that I'm passionate about, and I will excel at it rather quickly. And then, you know, the longer that I stay at something, it just becomes, you know, clockwork. And that's, you know, when I compete now, I don't have nerves. I'm calm. You know, I know what I need to do. I remember my cues. I pay attention to the commands. I know when I need to eat this. I know when I drink that. You know, I know what cues I'm looking for when I make weight. And that's just, you know, it makes competing fun and so much easier when you have all these things down. So I definitely think a meet like this for him in particular is going to help boost his confidence. He's going to have all these 3 meets now to draw from, and to, you know, help add to his experiences, and just ensure that the next competition is going to be even better and even better and even better. And soon you're going to get to a point where you can just have fun. Everything's automatic. You don't need to worry about technique because you've been using the same footing and the same hand placement and the same grip for so long. All you got to do, like, you get under the bar, your body does this thing. That's why a lot of the times lifters that don't know too much about how things work, but they work hard and they do what they're told, those guys, you know, they can't question anything because they don't know. And if the coach knows what they're doing, they're going to thrive. You could even call these people doers. You know, there's doers and thinkers. It's okay to be a thinker, but sometimes you just want to do. So, you know, a lot of keys in this video. I hope you guys were able to take something from it. Like I said, I got some time on a Sunday. You know, the girlfriend is out with the family. So I'm gonna, you know, me, I gotta stay working. But yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Go check out podcast number 2. Leave a like, leave a comment if you stayed to the end. Listen for the super secret, awesome hashtag. And yeah, guys, stay tuned for the next one.